all of us here today were touched very deeply, perhaps very early, by Horace's music. Alvin Queen, as a young jazz listener, what were your first experiences hearing Horace's music?
Well, I grew up with that from my father. My father was playing it, and I first was introduced to Horace Silver at the Jazz Corner of the World, Birdland. That was 62, 63 Gretsch Drum Night. And from there on, what had happened was I heard that Horace was auditioning drummers. And I think I was 19 at the time. And he was doing his auditions at, I believe it was Lynn Oliver's on 89th Street.
Right.
And I down there, and there was 10 drummers there. And he would take your telephone number and tell you that I'll call you. He would always get you to play a couple of tunes. And that's where I ran into Randy Brecker, Benny Maupin, and John B. Williams. And when I did that audition, I got a phone call, and it says, Alvin, you got the gig with Horace Silver. And I said, wow. I told my father. And I never forget, I went down to the pawn shop, I believe on 50th Street, and I bought big baggy, never forget it. I went out on the road with Randy and Benny Maupin and John B. And I think it was the Crawford Grill in Pittsburgh. It's one of the places we played. And Horace told me, he said, man, it was more like a 2-week notice. You got to swing this band, man, or I got to make a change. I'll never forget it. It was Saturday afternoon, a matinee, and they wind me up, and they got me playing, and I swung the band. I was so happy. I said, I'm in now, and I'm in. And from that moment on, that was the greatest part of my life, because Horace, they taught me dynamics as a young man, and it wasn't done electronically. It was done. You're right next to them. You learn how to build a horn player. You learn how to give each other what they needed. And that just support, I knew I was on the track.